many of us remember the Moffats. This is a reference that you will live with forever, but now country duo called Endless Summer, and here to catch up. And this is a bit of a trip down memory lane because you guys have actually been in the studio many years ago, actually, when you were teenagers.
It's been a while. You're dating us, but it's good to be back. I guess how long ago would that have been, Clint?
I'm gonna have to say probably early 2000s.
Right. Right. So more than a decade. Well,
Yeah.
I'm dating myself too because that would have been my time as well. So welcome home. Welcome back. And you did call Alberta home for an amount of time. How does it feel to be back?
Yeah, we lived in Braid Creek. It feels great to be back. We lived in Braid Creek for probably about 2 years, and then in Calgary for a year. And our dad's been here with our Nana and Papa, so it's great. I mean, this is definitely Nashville's home right now, but this is close to it.
Are there any particular things that you want to check out being here, being in the neighborhood?
Well, we're going to a Flames game, so that's
that hasn't
really
changed.
You know, we're excited about that. We're diehards. We've been diehards since we moved here, and
We actually moved here in 2004, so
Yes.
had season tickets to the '04 run and got to know a lot of the guys. So Flames fans for life.
I know, that was a really good run, 2004. That was a good time.
It
Okay,
was.
so checking out a Flames game, and we're going to take a trip down memory lane. I did a little dig here and found what was my favorite Moffat song, songs by the Moffats, and here it is. So let's take a look at the video.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's bringing back some memories.
we get lots of requests for that song.
Do you really?
I think that's one of our more I think, you know, over the years, that's become a more popular song.
When's the last time you watched this video?
We did something the other night where somebody was playing videos in the background, and I saw a couple clips of it. But that was a fun video to make.
Does this feel like a lifetime ago?
You know, a lot of times it does.
Yeah.
A lot of times it feels like it didn't even really happen. But it was a great time in our life.
And so much success that you earned at such a young age. And so how did that prepare you for what you do now? You're in Nashville, you know, you're competing with the big guns. And what did that do for you to have that training ground as kids, really?
Yeah, I mean, we first moved to Nashville in 1995, and we made our first 2 records were country albums, and we kind of got to meet everybody in that genre, in that industry. And you know, when we started doing pop stuff, you know, we came here and it was sort of like we were thrust into people actually caring about our music. You know, I mean, we had people that did, but we would do the Stampede and have 2 people show up at our shows,
Back
like
in the country days.
in the mid '90s, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, we had 5,000-10,000 people showing up to watch our shows. So it was sort of, there was a lot more years of just grinding it out, and but by the time we had success, we kind of all felt like we need a little bit of a break. We kind of need to just chill out for a bit, meet some people, and so that's kind of what we did for a little while, but we never stopped writing and recording. But we kind of have that itch now to get back on the road and perform.
And that's exactly what you're doing. So tell us about the songwriting together, and what is this, like the new material that you're coming up with? We're expecting a new album in spring or February.
February, that's what we're aiming at. We're producing the whole thing, so it's kind of up to us, you know, whenever we finish it, but we're aiming for February. But the writing process, that's what we do in Nashville. We're signed to a publishing company in Nashville, and we write, you know, probably, you know, four times a week, 5 times a week.
Right.
And we've been writing a lot. We've probably written, you know, I'd say 500 songs in the last 4 years. A lot of songs for other artists, TV shows and stuff like that. And recently we just said, you know, let's put together our favorite stuff that we've written that feels like us, and put it out there and let the world hear it again.
How does this dynamic work? Who's responsible for what? Who brings what to the table?
I think whoever, like Bob said the other day, I think whoever drinks the most coffee during that morning might have the freshest idea, because you know,
caffeine related.
Yeah.
I think for a lot of writers it's caffeine related, but you know, every day it's different. You know, you might wake up and you might be ready to go and have some ideas flowing, but we do a lot of co-writing. That's the thing about Nashville, is everybody, you know, not a lot of people write by themselves in Nashville. And because, you know, a lot of times when you sit in a room with somebody else that has a different opinion, a different idea, you know, usually it's better.
Yeah.
You know, it's better than what you can do on your own. But I think it's a back and forth thing.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's nice that you have this relationship and really a lifetime of songwriting to draw upon. Is there one person who's more creative, one person who's more logical, equal part?
I think
it
it's
would be
back
equal,
and forth.
actually. Yeah.
We sort of balance each other out. I think it just always changes, you know.
Amazing.
But he usually drives. I think that's one constant. He drives when we're going around on little radio tours and stuff.
And do you backseat drive?
No, he's a
I'm
front.
a front seat. We'll just do it. But I'll
Tell me to slow
don't sit
down,
in the
slow
back.
down. That's what he says, slow down.
Slow down, especially today. Well, great to catch up with you guys.
Yeah,
We look
thanks for
forward to
having
new
us.
material and continued success.
Thank you.
Enjoy the Flames games as
right.
you're here in the neighborhood. Andrew Schultz, the Moffats, what a throwback.